Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. So before we recap the Yankee-Tiger game from last night, I just have an announcement to make. So these game recaps, and I was watching them, the ones that I created already, and not for nothing, it's boring being like this, right? It's just me talking, and there's nothing on the screen for you guys to look at. So I've been working really hard to create a template for you guys so you guys can see what the lineups were, what the lineups did, the box scores, the pitching, the game highlights, and I've also created a top player award called the Pinstripe Buzz Top Hat Award, and that goes to the outstanding performer for that particular game. So without further ado, let's jump into the recap. Hey everybody, welcome to the setup. So just in the open video, I talked about this new setup. This is what it's going to be for the game recaps. Will be what we will have. It'll give you, the viewer, the chance to look at the statistics on the screen as well. Yeah, it's not flashy. Yes, it is PowerPoint, but from my profession, I know how to use it. So, it's something, and I think that it'll help us along the ride of the season. So without further ado, so let's get started. Before I get started, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. So as you can see here, here's the setup. So the Yankees defeat the Tigers by a score of 8-5 after falling down 5-2 very early, and they put together a rally in the 7th inning, scoring 4 runs and putting the game away in the 8th. The Tigers had 5 runs and 10 hits on 3 errors, and the Yankees scored 8 runs on 7 hits. Your game highlights: Oswaldo Cabrera, good day, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Vote on the prospect watch. Volpe went 0 for 2, grounding into 2 double plays, and Dominguez coming in later in the game, going 1 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. So let's go over the Volpe and Dominguez aspect of today's game. So Volpe, if you've noticed, Volpe attacks. He's a hitter that doesn't like to wait. He tries to go after the first pitch and, do damage with the first pitch. And, I understand this line of thinking because sometimes you're taught the best pitch you're going to see in an at-bat is the first pitch. You don't want to fall into a 0-1 hole, 0-2 hole by looking for a pitch that you might not get. So Volpe attacking the baseball, putting the ball in play, it's a good sign. It shows confidence in his swing. It's showing that he has confidence in his pitch recognition going into his at-bats. With Dominguez, Dominguez had 2 good at-bats. In the at-bat that he got the hit on, he went ahead 2-0, and he learned right away that the majors, you're not guaranteed a fastball up in the count 2-0. He swung in front of a changeup, kind of was very off balance, gave the shake of the hand a little bit, lost the top hand of the bat, and then next pitch, nice pitch he stayed back on, drove it right back up the middle. So that's good things to see from the kids and good things to see from Dominguez and Volpe collectively. Connor Falefa went 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. Bader looked good at the plate. He had a hit and an RBI. Especially early in the game. Florial, 0 for 1 with a walk. Keep an eye on him as well because, this is his chance to kind of earn an everyday spot on the roster and make the roster. So it's kind of interesting to see him. Another number to look at here when you're talking about this is the strikeouts. They only had 5 in 26 at-bats, which is good. You want to see that there. You want to see the strikeouts down, and you want to see balls in play, and that's what you're getting in this game particularly, which is great. When you kind of go over here and look at the pitching, Severino got the start. Now, this is an important year for Luis Severino because of the fact that this is his contract year. The Yankees did not want him pitching in the WBC because of the injury history and the fact that this is a big year for Severino, like I just said. And I know you want to pitch for your country. I understand that. But at the same time, he needs to show this year. He needs to have a big year so he can get the bag and get paid. So first outing of the spring for him. So again, this is spring training. People are fine-tuning things. Severino was missing up in the zone. He didn't have his fastball command. His mechanics seemed a little off. He wasn't finishing his pitches, which means he wasn't bending his back. Let me put my coach's hat on for a second. When I'm coaching my pitchers, I really focus on them staying on top of the baseball and driving it down towards the zone and finishing and bending the back. And Severino was all arm and he was finishing high. And usually when pitchers are doing that, it shows that they're trying to put too much on it. They're either flying open and their body won't let them bend, or they're watching their pitches. They're not focused on their mechanics. And this is what spring training is for. Spring training is for the sharpening of the mechanics and finding the command of all your pitches, not just your fastball. But Severino, here's his line: 2 innings, 3 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout to give up a home run. But like I said, it's spring training. It's really not a big deal. Severino is going to be a huge piece of this rotation for the Yankees going into the regular season, and it's his first day out. Peralta threw well in his 1 inning. I'm just looking at the regulars here. 1 inning, 2 hits, 1 strikeout, no runs. Okay, so he looked good. Remember, he's the only lefty in that bullpen as of right now. So, we need him to stay healthy, and we need him to throw well out of the bullpen, especially being the only lefty. So, what does that move the Yankees to? So that moves the Yankees to 3-1 on the season, and it makes the Yankees feel good about themselves. They're 3-1. They're playing well. The offense looks decent. The pitching has been decent. They're doing well, and so far so good with the health. Now, Rizzo, Stanton, and LeMahieu should be making their debuts on Wednesday, so that'll be an interesting game to cover. And that's the recap for this. So now I want to implement something different. So now throughout the course of the season, just like the Yankees have the belt, they give the belt out to the top performer for that night, or if the Rangers, I literally just got the notification before turning this on that Patrick Kane is a Ranger. That is amazing. I can't wait that there's a super team out at the Garden. And if you're not a hockey fan, you should watch some hockey. It's a great sport to go, especially live with that. But, the Rangers have the Broadway hat. The Yankees have the belt. So, I love the Yankee top hat logo. So I decided that I'm going to make my own award, and I'm going to give it out to the top performer. So that award is called the Pinstripe Buzz Top Hat Award. So this goes to the best performer, whether it's the starting pitcher, as a closer, as an offensive player. It could be whoever. And, we could discuss in the comments if you agree with the award winner for that particular game. And my choice for today's game is Oswaldo Cabrera. Cabrera, again, 1 for 3. I didn't want to go with a guy who came in late in the game like a Dominguez. Dominguez was my second choice, but the fact that he only had 2 at-bats and Cabrera had your typical 3 at-bats, this was the perfect choice, driving in a run, getting the offense started, and making his position on the opening day roster more and more clear that he's going to be an everyday player. So with that being said, tell me what you think of the new format in the comment section below. Make sure to like and subscribe and help the channel grow, and I will see you guys on the next video.